Hello everyone, this is Sherif and you're watching one of the e-learning sessions which is related to grammar. And today's topic, it's going to be very simple and easy one. However, it's a little bit confusing to a lot of learners. So I will try to clarify it today as much as I can. And as you can see here from the title that we have verbs. So what's the meaning of verbs? More probably is actions. So verbs more commonly are actions. So as you can see here, we made like a separated or two different types of verbs. We have the dynamic verbs and also the stative verbs. So what's the meaning of dynamic? So dynamic, that everything related to movement or physical, anything that moves or anything related to actions. So the first type of verbs are dynamic, which is related to actions. And for the second type that we have here, we have the stative verbs. What's the meaning of stative? Stative, it refers to condition or a state. So it doesn't have, you don't have to move, or you don't have to be a physical movement. So again, we have two different types of verbs. We have the dynamic and also the stative verbs. Or there are more than one type of verbs. We have the transitive or intransitive, regular or irregular, and we have here dynamic and stative. Why it's more confusing to everyone? Because the dynamic have its own specification and the stative has something different. We will take the first one. So when it comes to the dynamic verbs, it mainly refer to actions like run or play, work or learn, eat or drink. As you can see, and you use your body to, or an action to finish it. However, for the stative verbs, it's not related to movement or any action. It's related to condition or a state. Like we say, I know, I understand, I believe. So what makes it so different that we can use the dynamic verb with the simple form, continuous form, and perfect form? Like I can say, I eat. Or I ate. So this is related to the simple form, which is mainly the present and the past. And from the continuous form that we have here, we can say, I am working. Also, I was working. If you noticed here, we used the be verb in the present form, which is am, and we used the be verb in the past form, which is was. So I say I am working or I was working. Both of them are in the continuous form. Great. So related to the perfect form, we can say I have worked, or I have been working. This is perfect. So this is related to the dynamic verbs, which use morely actions more than conditions. This is great. So let's paraphrase this very quick. So you can say run or play, work or learn, eat or drink. And you can use it with the simple, continuous, and perfect. So let me say that we can use this in the simple form. Yep, checked. We can use it in the continuous form. Definitely checked. Perfect form? Yes. And here comes the big one. So for the stative verbs, which is mainly, again, it's related to conditions and states. It's definite from the dynamic verbs. So, for instance, I know. I can definitely say, I know. This is great. And can I also, in the simple form, I can say, I knew. Knew is the past form of know. This is great. And here comes the big surprise. Can we say I am knowing? No, no. We can't use that. And this is the difference. We cannot use the be verb, or we can use the continuous form in those kind of verbs. Why in those kind of verbs? And why? Because they are stative verbs. Stative verbs. This is great. So I cannot say I am knowing. This is incorrect. However, we can use, and also we can use it in the perfect form. Yeah, sure. We can say I have known. And this is right. So can I use it in the simple form? Yeah, sure. Can I use it in the perfect form? Definitely yes. So because it's like more confusing to a lot of learners and students as well, because when you are using one of those stative verbs, you can use, or you can use it with the be verb, and this is the main difference. So in order for you to know the difference between the dynamic and the stative verbs, you should know that anything related to the dynamic verbs is related or refers to action. However, stative, it refers to condition or a state. So we will go right now and I will show you some kind of examples. It will be very, very easy and it will clarify it for you. Okay, let's go. Okay, as you can see here on the board, we have two columns with the most common stative verbs. And as I've told you earlier, stative verbs are verbs related and refer to states or condition, which is different from the dynamic one. So I'm going to read those examples for you, and I would like you to repeat after me, please. Okay? So let's start with I love chocolate. So love here is a stative verb. I cannot say I am loving chocolate grammatically, or in the correct English, or in a proper English, okay? So I love chocolate. Love is a stative verb. I like that TV show. I like. So like is a stative verb as well. I hate cleaning. Actually, we do not hate cleaning or anything, but some people hate cleaning, and I understand that. So I hate cleaning. Hate here is a stative verb. Great. I need a ride. I need a ride. Need is a stative verb. I know him. The case silent. I know him. I know the guy. I own a car. I have a car. And own, know, need are stative verbs. I understand German. I can understand German language. Great. So as you can see here, those are a list of the common stative verb like love, like, hate, need, know, own, understand. But here we have more advanced verbs. We have more advanced stative verbs, which also we use it a lot, like appreciate. Like when I say, for instance, I appreciate your offer. It's a very good offer for me. Thank you very much. I prefer Chinese food. I prefer Chinese food. Prefer here is a stative verb. I dislike horror movies. I don't like it. I don't watch it. So dislike as well is a stative verb. I believe. I believe. I realize. What's the meaning of realize? So I understand. I know. I recognize. What's the meaning of recognize? Is to identify. Identify something. The ability to identify something. I belong to the club. So when I say I belong to the club, belong here is a stative verb, but the meaning that I'm a member in that club. Like when I say I belong to Al-Ahli, or I belong to Zamalek. So I say that I belong to the club, that I'm a member in that team, or I am a member in that club. This is great. I want you to keep repeating those examples. And I have a surprise for you. We have a quiz. Great. So in order for you to check if you really understood this session well. Okay, which is correct? I want you to take like 2 to 3 seconds and to figure out the answer. So we have here the first one. Sorry, I am not understanding Spanish. Sorry, I do not understand Spanish. So if we got back here to the same session, we already discussed that understand is one of the stative verbs, which we cannot by any means, we cannot use the be verb with it. So in that case, yes, you're right, you're correct. So I should say, sorry, I do not understand Spanish. I don't understand Spanish, and this is the right form. Why? Because this is a stative verb, and we do not use, by any means, I cannot use the be verb with it. For the second one here, we didn't recognize you without your beard, because when you shave your beard, you looks completely different. You look completely different. So we didn't recognize you without your beard, or we weren't recognizing you without your beard. I can see it. I can hear one of you guys are answering it. Yes, great. So we didn't recognize you without your beard. Why? Because recognize is one of the stative verbs. So I cannot use be verb with it. Cool. 3, are you knowing each other? Or do you know each other? So definitely it's going to be do you know each other? Why? Because know is one of the stative verbs. We are appreciating your offer. I really, really like the appreciate word. It's so sophisticated and advanced as well. I use it a lot. And you shall also use it a lot from now on. We appreciate your offer. Can you tell me? So appreciate is one of the stative verbs that we cannot by any means use it with the be verb. So we choose the second one. We appreciate your offer. This is great. So in the end of this session, if you enjoyed the session, you understood it well, please like and share this video to a lot of people. If you have one of your friends, maybe your family member, and if they don't know those information or this is new information for them, make them a favor and share the video. It's been a pleasure, and I wish to see you in the next video, and adios.